What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope everybody is doing fantastic today. And what another fun-filled trip on today's market open. We had that stimulus approved Saturday. We did gap up a little bit on Sunday, and then we opened only to fall down and sell some more today. Well, the good thing is it looks like we're making higher lows, and even after hours, it even looks like we're pushing up. So the market in general, I must say. Oh yeah, and don't forget before we get started to hit the like button and subscribe if we haven't done so already. But tech continues to take a beating. Everything else is set up. Everything, even the bonds in themselves, they've made some dramatic moves. Not nothing major, but if bonds make any kind of 50-cent quick move, the market's going to react. I think that, again, the market is still digesting everything, but the good thing is I think the market, the bonds in themselves are kind of holding at a particular level, which is allowing the market to digest that and allowing them to be okay with that. Remember, last year at this time, bonds were exactly the same. It's really those 10-year bonds essentially, which is causing the yield curve to cross over on the longer term bonds here. So being said, I think the market is just digesting that. The market is getting used to that. That's why we've kind of seen a lot of whiplash the past couple days. But being said, I'm going to go ahead and start sharing the screen and getting into the charts today. I know there's a lot going on. I took 2 scalps today, which made out pretty well for the most part. And then that's pretty much it. That's pretty much where I'm at right now. I'm still sitting in all my positions. I haven't sold any of my positions. I haven't added to anything. I am just really watching, taking a couple scalps here and there just to get some cash flow. But aside from that, not really a lot else going on. I'm really kind of waiting. But as you can see, I mean, the market still a lower high, lower high here. So being said, I mean, we had this dramatic sell-off towards the end of the day, which, again, I don't think there was any particular news that came out, to be honest, from what I'm seeing. I mean, there's a lot going on. We have bonds. We still have GME, which has been playing around and pushing up today, as well as AMC. So that could also be affecting it. I know I talked about this a couple of weeks ago about how these push-ups on GME have been kind of putting a strangle on the market. Being said, I don't know if it is actually correlated. It's just a coincidence that when GME is getting pushed up, or AMC is getting pushed up, that the market previously was being held down and selling off because of that. AMC did have a little push today, not as much as GME, obviously, but being said, that could be playing into it along with the bonds. Still kind of suffering from the post-traumatic stress of the bonds right now. But if you look at everything else, right, the VIX, it's selling off. The VIX is selling off. I mean, nothing is really strong there. Yeah, we had that little small push at the end of the day. Bonds are still holding. Again, it's just rattling. And the longer it stays here, the more the market will digest this, the more the market will be okay with this, the more the market will be numb to this. But being said, so the market in general, I mean, is just, again, we're pushing up. It was good to see us over that back over that 200, but again, we flushed down, still higher low here. In my opinion, in the short run here, if you're looking at the short run here, we're still higher low. We do need to break this 386, which was a pretty strong support before that we had a break. So hopefully we can gap up over that. We'll definitely have to see how that works tomorrow. A lot of plays actually that I'm looking at. I mean, there is a lot of good plays set up, especially if tech starts running. The best thing to do is pick your high conviction tech stocks if you are going for tech. I know value stocks, there's a couple out there. I know airlines has still been doing well. In my mind, I think the value rotation is going to kind of get hit pretty bad. Yeah, I think there still might be some runners, but I think a lot of it's kind of getting pushed pretty hard right now, especially since tech's been getting hit and bonds have been struggling. I think that money is going to get sucked out of value and be put back into tech. That's why I haven't sold any of my tech positions. Again, there were longer swings. I think we are close to bottom. If we are not at bottom, we are close to bottom. Maybe last week was bottom, last Thursday. But being said, I mean, we're going to have to see and play it out. So that's why I haven't really added anything or done anything else other than just scalping for the most part. Tesla again, re-hitting the lowers back under 600. I almost took a leap down here, to be honest. Being this low, I mean, we're going to have to definitely see how tech plays this week. I know Apple was extremely struggling today. It did nothing but sell off today, and nothing was looking good about it. Again, I don't know if the chips are having anything to play with Apple right now. That might be why it's just doing nothing but selling. It is coming close to this 200 moving average on the daily. That's what this is marked off for. So I wanted to actually look at leaps here for Apple. If it does come closer to this, I want to see where this opens tomorrow. If this does break that, I mean, I don't know how much further tech's going to drop. Again, a correction, but I don't see this tumbling and crashing. Again, it's just my opinion, but we'll see where we go. Airbnb, this is my scalp today. I actually played this perfectly. I came right down here, jumped in at this 172 and rode it all the way up. Again, it was running out of gas. I cut it there. Was watching it all day. I was looking about getting in. It actually looks like it's pushing up after hours. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets up overnight. It's kind of one of the ones I've been playing aside from tech. Only because I've been talking about this kind of all year, that I think Airbnb is really going to run over the next couple of months. And so I'll be looking to enter this. Again, depending on how the market is, I'm kind of leery about holding anything overnight aside from the positions I already have, which are pretty much commons. And I think one leap I have. That's pretty much what I have right now. SQ, holding, everything is holding. It's either in a good holding pattern, consolidating, or extremely sold off. So being said, a lot of these could be good. SQ, I think, will be a good one that pops back if tech can find some legs here again. Again, Apple could be good. Facebook, I actually missed Facebook. I would have grabbed it if it came a little bit lower here today, but it did not. This has been holding well as well. Again, normalization. A lot of these things I think could be experiencing some normalization. A lot of these stocks tech has just had massive, like 30+% hit on the stock from the all-time high. So it'd be interesting to see how much more of this. I wouldn't be surprised to go another week or just trade sideways. To be honest, I think this week we're just going to trade sideways and then push back up from here. Again, just my opinion. Is what my theory is as of right now. I don't think bonds are going to do much. Again, GME, AMC might be putting a strangle on the market. It's hard to really tell. Spot has just been completely beat down. 259. Spot would be another great one to get in. I actually really got to keep an eye on Spot because I do think that would be a phenomenal one to get back into if the market decides to come back, but we'll have to see how that goes. Let's see here. What else do we got? Etsy had a nice little pop today. Again, everything had a nice little pop today. Even Airbnb had that pop. That's what I scalped today. Against consolidating, Disney has been kind of running. I don't know why I haven't been playing this one. I've been seeing its big movements here. I actually played range finally broke out today. Could retest tomorrow and then start to move up even higher. So that could be also a good value play. Still in this one, still holding. Again, I think once tech turns around, a lot of these big players are going to start moving pretty fast. Planter, again, one of my favorite ones. I think we'll have a big run this year. Is also it's just trading sideways right now. A lot of these good ones, NNDM, actually is holding really well. I actually really like NNDM right now. I might look to average down a little bit more in this one, depending on how the market goes. I do like NNDM for the rally back, because I think it will happen. I don't think tech's going to be held down forever. Anything is possible, but in my mind, it's not going to happen that much longer. The micro maybe, but the macro, I don't believe so. There's even articles I've seen where saying that tech's going to have a huge 30% rally. That's funny because it's about a 30% gap between all-time highs and where we're at now. So it's easy to go ahead and price that in. So it's funny to see that article. So Nano, not really looking at that. Planet 13 still in this one. I really like this one for the year, especially when we started getting more MJ news and stuff like that pop out. I think this one will, again, retest the all-time high, if not break, and continue going. Very profitable company, so I still like that one. Very good butcher. Looks like it's finally coming back to that good base and pushing up. So looking forward to this one and what it will be doing as of April. I think April's going to be huge in my mind. I think that's what we're just setting up for. But we'll have to see how we play out. Again, this might all just be a big dip buy. Continue to buy as much or not, or wait. Again, this is just purely for educational purposes. I went in with intention to go for longer swings here, and that's why I'm buying at the moment. So CRNT, again, basing good. A lot of these are really just basing good. Energy, I did take some shares in this. Actually, I got them at 25. So I did get into this. I do like this as an energy play. I wanted to get in some kind of energy play. It was at a good, solid support here. No, I didn't grab it last week, although it would have been nice at 20, but it is what it is. I think we start turning here. This looks like it wants to turn. So again, a lot of these are consolidating. It's hard to really see these going much lower. NIO, I'm not a big fan. I know a lot of people are starting to buy back in NIO. But we'll have to see. Again, right now we are going through a correction, so we have to kind of let it play out, and then as soon as it starts turning, then we start adding more onto our positions at that point. NGA, a lot of these is really taking a beating. Walmart, I mean, Walmart's down to 120, 128 from a high of 157. Space looking good. Space is starting to consolidate now too, which is good to see. Snow is hit like rock bottom. Snow is actually at its low, which is interesting, or pretty close to its low. So that's interesting to see. I didn't actually notice that, but it's at its low. It's 208. So that might be another one worth looking at. I'm not a huge fan of Snow, but I mean, half the price right there. Maybe worth looking at a Leap tomorrow and Snow. PayPal also had a good support. Like what I'm saying, a lot of these stocks are really good supports. Just finding which one you have high conviction in that's going to rally. I do like Snap with its quick pullback. So if it actually gets down to this 48 mark, I want to get into Leaps again in Snap. Bingo could be a good one as well. It has gotten pretty low. Again, a lot of these are looking good. AMC and NVIDIA have just been crushed. I know the whole shortage of chips and everything, but once chips start getting some legs and chips start going out, these things are really going to run, and there's going to be some big moves on these guys. BA been playing well for the most part, bouncing back and forth. I don't like BA. I'm not a trader of BA, but looks like it's getting ready for another push. Amazon's not the greatest. Amazon's below 3,000. Google has been holding strong. Google will probably take off as soon as tech turns, because it has not given up any ground over these past couple of weeks. Roku is down, 329. Yeah, Roku's taking one heck of a beating here. It's actually at a pretty decent support here, to be honest. So that's another one to keep on watch and see where everything goes. There's a lot of good opportunity to buy if you're a long-term investor, definitely in growth and want to hold on. There is a lot of good stuff out there right now. But being said, let's see here. Z is at a good support too. I noticed that today. Airlines, again, having nice little pops, but it is really struggling to get over this. That's why I kind of think value is kind of really going to take a hit after all this stuff. But we're going to have to see how that plays out. Altria, it's been playing good, actually. I'm playing this stock in a while. Rocket actually looks interesting here. Like it could possibly break out. Again, I don't know if we're going to see $48 quick. I think that was still pumped. SAVA, still on this in comments. Nothing big in this position. Letting that right out. DraftKings could get another break here pretty soon. Another push. I might actually get that overnight. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with DraftKings. Let's see, skills. Yeah, a lot of these stocks. So it's really pretty much your high conviction stocks. If you have something that you really like, WWE's still been running like crazy. Sad I missed that entry on that pop because it ran another couple of dollars there. AMC still doing well. Still pushing overnight. GME again still pushing tap. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a lot of them that have just been Target. Actually started pushing up again. REI at support here. Interesting to see what happens with this one. Does break out. It has earnings coming up. So Plug again at support. DM. Today I took a small position in this. I scalped it. This was mainly for, I had a nice little scalp here, just a couple bucks. I got out, it tagged me out. Again, I don't want to hold anything extra right now. So I have a pretty tight stop on a lot of my different positions, but ultimately that is what I got for you guys. So what, there's a lot going on, right? We got GME, we got bonds. Again, we got a new IPO on Wednesday. We got Roblox on Wednesday. I think, again, we're just waiting for things to play out. It is March, so March has been shown to not be a bull month. It's been very bearish, although we're not in a bull market. Everyone wants to say we're in a bubble and all these things. Again, tech has taken a good hit. We're just basing out. Everything that I'm seeing is basing out very good. Everything's at good supports. Everything looks like it wants to turn around and wants to rally. It is just a matter of time. Just be patient. Manage your risk. Now is a good time, right? If you don't scalp, to just sit out, watch, go take a break, relax the brain, come back at it, right? When stuff is going, I think a lot of stuff is at a good discount if you are doing long-term investing or long swings right now. I think it would be building positions at this point. In my mind, I don't really think we're going to crash like everybody else is saying and has been put everywhere. I don't believe it's going to happen. If it does, it does, right? I mean, anything can happen. Anything is possible as long as you are managing risk and you came into it with long-term expectations at this point or quick intraday scalping. So, being said, I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Manage risk and go make that money. Till next time, guys, I will see you later.